Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Atimse Maths Academy, where mathematics is being made easy. We are still on the series Sum to Infinity of GP, Sum to Infinity of Geometric Progression. This aspect we're about to touch is word problem, things that will occur or things that probably happens in our daily life. For example, calculating the distance of something. Secondly, calculating the cost of something is something related to life. So this is word problem. So now let's see some exercises given to us. I put down this formula because this formula might be used or not depending on the question. Now let's go to the first one. They said a ball is dropped from 16 meter and bounces to half its height. Just imagine this ball there from this place to the down is 16 meter. And for the ball to fall down and bounce it to its half, for it to bounce it to its half, we need to count or calculate the numbers of bouncing. So what I'm trying to explain here is that there is something called upward series. Upward series. There's something called upward series. Upward series is the numbers of time when it comes down, it bounce upward again, it comes down again, it bounce again, half of what is bounced. Now what I mean is that you have 16 here. The total of this from this place to here, just assume it is 16. Now for it to bounce half of it will give you 8. Plus half of this one, the next bouncing of half of this 8 will give you 4. The half of this 4 will give you 2. The half of these 2 will give you 1, and it continues. So this becomes the series. So they want us to find the total distance traveled. The total distance traveled. Our first term here is 8. And our common ratio is the term, any term, divided by its previous term, which is 4 over 8. 4 over 8. So you have 1 over 2. So now with this we have a here in our sum to infinity, and we have common ratio, which is 1 over 2. So this has already qualified the formula to use. Therefore, the sum to infinity is equal to our first term, which is 8, all divided by 1 minus 1 over 2, which will give us 8 all over 2 over 2 minus 1 over 2, which is equal to this. If you take away 1 here, you have 1 over 2 left. So you have 8 times 2, which will give us what? 16. Now, the total distance is equal to this 16 plus twice the 16, which will be equal to, now if you do 16, which will give you 30, 16 times 2 will give you 32, plus 16 will give you 48 meter. 48 meter. So this is the total distance traveled. Okay? Now, let's come back to the second question. The second question says that a machine costs 100,000 naira and depreciates by half yearly. Depreciate by half yearly. Now, by half yearly, this is the first number. So our first term, number 2, our first term A is equals to 100,000. 100,000. Our common ratio will be half a year. That is, it depreciates in every 100,000, it depreciates half in a year. This is a machine that costs so amount, like this 100,000 naira, and it depreciates by half yearly. That means something that occurs sequentially. So they say you should find total depreciation. So now let's find, for us to find the total depreciation, the only formula we are meant to use is to use the sum to infinity of geometric progression, because we don't know the actually particular year it's ended. So we want to get that aspect. So therefore, the sum to infinity is equal to our first term. Our first term is 100,000. 100,000 divided by 1 minus 1 over 2. Now, this is equal to 100,000 divided by 2 over 2 minus 1 over 2. Remember where this 2 over 2 is coming from. The 2 over 2 is coming from as a result of, I want to make this fraction to be able to cancel each other properly. If not so, you can use other method by finding the LCM, but I don't want us to stress ourselves. This is one of the major way. Look at, I convert this 1, 2 over 2 is the same thing as 1. I want to make this denominator, I use this denominator to make it equal, so it will give me 1. Very simple. So if I take away 1 from this place, I will have 2. This implies that my sum to infinity is equal to 100,000 divided by 1 over 2, which is equal to 100,000 times 2, which is equal to 200,000. Now in naira, 200,000 naira as my final answer. So we're able to get the total depreciation as 200,000 from this question. So the machine, if a machine costs 100,000 naira and depreciates by half yearly, the total depreciation will be what? 200,000 naira. So at this point, this is our final answer for these problems. So you can ask your question, go to my YouTube channel and drop your comments. I'll be happy to answer your questions. Okay, so thank you very much.